opposition has a strategy which is not going to distract me or my government. And the strategy is this. If you don't have any information and you would like information that is damaging to the government or damaging to the country, they get up and start talking about, we have concerns, we have questions. And all I would say, until you get your concerns and your questions answered, you're not going to engage me in that. The opposition leader would not be the source of my guidance on these matters, because the way they're presenting these things, you look at that argument and see how many things, right? Did she declare her interest when she took silk, which is of great benefit to her? She gave herself silk, meaning that she could double her pay as a lawyer. All these concerns that they have. I saw her doing mathematics about how many apartments and it's being sold for what, and it is 50-odd million. I made a description of the opposition leader before. It did not meet public approval. I will not make it again. But a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still.
Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 237-3135. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share our page as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Viewers, I'm going for a short commercial break, but stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropical City. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member, or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on youtube.com and TT Real Talk on facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. What you heard was our Prime Minister talking about housing development. Now, viewers, listen to this. While the Housing and Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago has signed a multi-billion-dollar contract with China's Gazuba Group International Engineering Company Limited to construct over thousands of home access in Trinidad, Real Talk camera crew visited the enterprise area on Tuesday only to find 24 HDC projects abandoned. Real Talk understands from reports that the HDC project started under the previous administration, that is the UNC, and when the government changed, the project stopped. Real Talk also understands that the project was recently restarted 2 weeks ago, Monday, 2nd September 2019. Now, viewers, I want to ask a question, and I want you all, feel free to call in. You are seeing exclusive videos courtesy Real Talk. This is an enterprise project that was standstill when government came into office, and only 2 weeks back it started. Now, listen this. We have homes that are being built under past and present administration. And the people in Trinidad, tonight we're talking housing, you know. Tonight we're talking about a home. Tonight we're talking a place where you can rest your head. Tonight we're talking about a place where everybody wants to call home. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, we are talking about a home, a house, a dwelling place for the rich, for the middle class, and for the poor people. Tonight is about that. Now, we heard the camera crew guys visited Enterprise and throughout Trinidad. And they stumbled upon homes just being built and remain there. While people in Trinidad and Tobago are losing their jobs and cannot even qualify for an HDC house. So I want to know now from the Minister of Housing, past and present, what is the minimum wage or the minimum qualifications, financial qualification, to qualify for an HDC house at the lowest rate. All these houses were in Enterprise. Enterprises and sugar. So recently now the government signed a contract with Gazuba International to build thousands of homes throughout Trinidad and Tobago, but yet we have thousands of homes in Trinidad and Tobago that are not being given out. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Well, brother, I am so glad you're talking about that tonight. You know, this Prime Minister, he and a whole bunch of other ministers signed a contract since May, millions of dollars, and just taking a flip and view of the thing like it's no problem. But once the contract is signed, you are buying to something, you know. And now we are saying it is no big thing. So he has to promote like this country has to pay off the Chinese from that contract to get ourselves out of that. And now what he is doing to make people believe that it's no big thing, he just started off with the opposition leader. The opposition leader have nothing to do with that. All you're supposed to read this thing and vet it good. So eventually, after he let the, according to what he said, the NHA sign off, which is supposed to be the government signing off, not the NHA. And now all the problem taking place now, you want to make a little flip on and talk about the opposition leader. This man is the wrong man we have as Prime Minister. The whole country is suffering for that. And you're so right, all over the place, houses building, with people there. If those houses fail, what about those houses that are already built?
Yes.
And people want houses to live. But then you have to pay off these people, these Chinese people now. So thank you, Mr. Saeed. Listen to me.
Thank you, my friend. You see, viewers, tonight, I want you all to call in, because this concerns you. Now, the government, past and present, say that they are building homes for the low-income earners in Trinidad and Tobago so that they will be able to qualify for a home. So let's say they build 100 homes. 25% of the people will get home. So what happened to the next 75% of the people? Because I was saying, if a policeman cannot qualify for a house, a HGC house, well then who will qualify? If a nurse cannot qualify for an HDC house, well then who will qualify? I am asking because they are government workers. I have a lot of friends in the police force, a lot of doctors and nurses friends throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and they call me on a daily basis, Said, we don't know what to do again to qualify for a house. You feel free to call in. I want to hear what you have to say, because tonight we're talking about this. We're talking about almost a $500 million contract was suspended, was cancelled. So I wonder now, who was the individual that were reading the contract, or all those housing contracts that were did before this one? Imagine what went on. I'm just saying, I want to hear from you tonight. Caller, good night.
Mr. Ali, good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Mr. Ali.
Yes. Next call, next call. You see, not only me wants to know, the entire population wants to know. And the thing is, how come it take 25 and 30 years before they do call you in, or they send you an email, or they send you a message? How come it take 25 and 30 years to do a simple thing like that? Assessment, how long does an assessment take? You have people in the office, you have people on the road, you have valuators. How long does it take? When you go to the bank to get a loan, it takes sometimes 90 days to get your loan granted. And we're talking about the bank, where thousands of people go for a loan. So how the hell now in Trinidad and Tobago, it's taking HDC now 25 years before they get in touch with you? How come it's taking that amount of time? 17 years, 10 years. Why? Tonight we're talking about housing. We're talking about a place to sleep. We're talking about where a family is being raised. Look at that. In enterprise, when government changed, the project was stopped. 2 weeks back, this project was restarted. So that's how much? Almost 4 years now. Let's just say 3 years and some months. What was the kickback? You can't say money. Don't tell me money, because all I was going to give away $1 billion to build a hotel in Tobago. All they're going to give a Chinese firm payments up front. Hey, let me tell you something. In US dollars, they was going to pay these people and them. In US dollars, they were going to pay these contractors and them up front. So my question is now, where were you all allocating US from now to pay these individuals? Tonight sound like a Fire Friday or a Mash-up Monday. Paula, good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
This thing, I 27 years now, I applied for home. 27 years. And every 2 months I go back to them just to check me out. Eventually the girl, the one who they tell me, why don't wait until we call you? But after about 20-something years, look at nobody else. And it's not easy for a poor man to build a home, a bar, a land. You understand? They have all these houses there empty. Oh God, give poor people something on the ground too. 20 years I talking about. Don't ever tell me when you call me now. I'm too old.
That's what I tell you? After 27 years?
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. HDC is currently constructing 160 new apartment units at Mount Hope at a cost of a little over $192 million. The project began in March of 2018 and is scheduled to be completed at the end of November 2021. The contractor of the project is NH International. Now, viewers, you're going to tell me, all the constructed, now nothing wrong with the contractor? The contractor bid, he went through the criteria, he got the contract, nothing wrong with that. I didn't say anything wrong with that. What I am saying is that we have thousands of homes put down in Trinidad and Tobago doing nothing. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Said. Thank God for your program. This situation could be highlighted because every situation in this country, since I know myself, with the NHA housing, it's about bubble, corruption, thieving, and voter padding. So what would have happened? The UNC had started these houses. The perception is that UNC would put their supporters there to voter pad. So when the PNM came in power, they say, boy, let me forget that. There's no need to complete that. What I am interested in, and I think the citizen would be interested in, is if the contractor was fully paid for those houses, fully paid off, for the completion of those houses, or he was not, and where to reach if he was paid off to that point there. So the citizens would be clear on these things because the politicians in this country feel they could always fool us. They feel we are so stupid and illiterate. And thank God for your program, brother. God bless you and your program that we could talk about these things and we could highlight these things to clarify the minds of the citizens in this country, brother. So probably let's look at that and see if the contractor was fully paid or not for these houses. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friends. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, during Monday's media briefing, noted that it is of no consequence whether or not he was in charge of the HDC at the time when the HDC signed off on a $71.1 million to the Gazuba Group International Engineering Company to construct apartments throughout Trinidad. The Prime Minister noted that the signing of the contract is an administrative thing and he has no personal involvement or interaction. So wait, listen this. Listen this. Come back to me, guys. Come back to me. So let me ask you something. He was the Minister of Housing at the time, right? Listen clearly. So listen to this illustration. He said he had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with signing. It's an administrative thing. So listen this. Say we have the courthouse here now. We have the judge, who is the head. We have the prosecution, and we have the lawyer. We have the victim. So, is it okay for the prosecution to sentence the assailant without the judge saying anything? Am I making sense to anybody? Am I making sense to anybody? So you being the head, you didn't go through this? I'm just asking. But I'm talking about housing tonight, so I ain't straying. We go in and build, all right, good. They get the contract, all well and done. You're going to build 5,000 more houses when we have thousands of houses that are being put down in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have people under the borderline who cannot build houses. And when a flood do hit Trinidad and Tobago now, we building a house in Lagoon. All I talk now? I want to hear somebody say something. We are building low. We are building houses for low home owners. Low income, low home owners. You can't be a low income home owner and living high, you know. It can't happen. So if you're collecting a low income, we're building low cost house for you. But yet a policeman cannot qualify, yet a nurse cannot qualify, yet the public servant can't qualify. Why? What pay salary do they need to qualify for a house? And does it take 25 years to get a loan or to get a house from HDC? I tell you talking housing tonight, you know, who vexed loss, you know. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, my thought with this administration, with this government coming forward, he say the country had no money, have no money to do nothing, but them spending the most money right now in Trinidad. Yeah, they're spending the most money in Trinidad.
Thank you, my friend. So what do you all think? Are we going somewhere? Are we going forward in Trinidad and Tobago? We have thousands of homes put down. We don't know who qualifying for it. We don't know the proper qualification of how much salaries they need to get in order to qualify for a home, or is it a random thing? But we're going to build 5,000 homes again and put down for what? Are we wasting money? We don't have money, according to the heads of government. We reach on the last hole on we built already. We children don't care go to school because you had no money to build school. It's you had no money to finish schools. Oh God, but don't talk for the health centers. Don't talk for medication. Eh? Come down, man. Come down, man. Call her good night. Hello? I want to hear from you. Does that make sense? Everybody, every government come, you go, you come, you go. Administration come, administration go. Everybody building houses. But does it take 5 years to get a house? Does it take 10 years to qualify? When in a normal bank, you go and in 90 days, you get your application, you pass, you qualified, whatever it is, and you move into your house. Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm making sense. Somebody call and say I'm talking foolishness. A little over 71 million US was going to a construction company to build thousands of houses throughout Trinidad and Tobago. But my camera crew end up in Enterprise today with 24 projects stand still over the last 4 years. Somebody say something. Call her good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Good show, Mr. Ali.
Thank you.
I know of someone who works at the bank. I wouldn't call no name. They had was to pay a little dash, and within 1 year, they got an apartment in Spring Village.
Oh, yeah?
So you see how they work in it? You pay a dash, you get it. I know of someone who waited for 24 years. And he didn't get no, he went up to time and they always keep telling him to come back. Yeah.
But then he had to pay a dash.
Yeah, well, he had to pay a dash, but imagine this other one working in the bank in Port of Spain. And within a year, she get a place in Spring Village.
Thank you, my friend. You see, viewers, somebody needs to stand up for things like this. You know why? At the end of the day, every single individual that is working are paying tax. Whether you're doing gardening, whether you're doing fishing, whether you're selling crab, whether you're a big-time manager in a big construction company or in a big office or something, you're paying tax. And somebody needs to bring it to the public attention. Call her good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead. Yes?
What I've seen on your show, like dog better than we, the dog on the high rise. Oh my goodness.
The dog in a new apartment and all. Looks sparky there. Thank you, my friend. You see, somebody needs to bring it to the out front. Somebody needs to put the card on the table. Why it is every administration come and go, 25% out of a million getting houses, when we have 75% working in the government sector, police, nurses, postman, road workers, mechanic in corporations, they can't qualify. So who are we building low income housing for? What bracket are these people fitting in? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
I just wanted to say I applied 1982 for a house. I am, look at the year now, I am 58 years now.
Since 1982?
82. They called me in 2014 to do over my application again because I wrote into them. Still nothing. 2017, they called me back here again. I paid everything I was to pay to do assessment, to do SIP and all of that. I'm still waiting. And every time I go into them, it's a story. It's a different story. And let me tell you something. I know somebody personally who is in one of the apartments in Debo Martin. Never applied to HDC, but they live in a net.
What?
So you see?
He have a genie?
So I don't know. I just go in the right way. I am praying and hoping. But then they tell me, because of my age, I cannot own. I have to rent. I said, well, it takes so long.
Okay, caller, hold on. Hold on a second. How long you applied for this house since 1982?
1982.
Okay, what was your age at 1982?
21.
21. And now you are?
58.
So, what God?
You see?
Thank you, my dear, for letting Trinidad and Tobago know what you went through. You see, somebody needs to raise it. Somebody has to talk about it. And where do we get the facts? Where do we get things like this? Only on Real Talk. Thank you for making us number one again. In the enterprise area in which Real Talk's camera crew was at on Tuesday, Real Talk came to understand that there are a variety of abandoned structure, such as a community center, as well as a completed HDC home, which are unoccupied. Real Talk cameramen were unable to get the completed HDC home, which are currently unoccupied due to roadblocks and police posts. Now, viewers, the construction of the community center started in 2014 under a previous administration and was stopped when government changed. It's the same thing as saying, Real Talk understand that the community center is 95% completed. So everything now, all they're reaching is 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, and it can't finish. What is keeping back the 5% from finishing? Why can't you finish it and say, well, okay, it was started under the previous administration, UNC, and it was completed under the PNM administration. What is so hard in that? Huh? Government change, okay. You all are in power, so why aren't you finishing it? You see, my thing is not about party, My thing is about the people who sitting on the seat that they were elected on. That is my thing. Caller, good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
To start with, I don't know why government, when they come in power, they just abandon what the previous government was doing and et cetera, et cetera. They have to understand that the taxpayers' money, they're not taking out the money from their pocket.
True.
Right? Synergy did a comprehensive investigation, and there are several thousand units that is unoccupied or need to be completed.
Yes.
And why they cannot complete it and give out the people the houses, or sell them as is, and let the people take a loan from TTNF and finish the house.
Simple.
Right? So this is craziness. The next thing, the lottery system, that is a bogus system. Because people who have been waiting 15 and 20 years, and because of the lottery system, a man just come and apply and he gets through. That is fair at all. That is not fair.
I understand.
There are places where people is living in the HGC houses. Said, You'd be surprised to see the kind of vehicle that is packed up in the garage, Audi and Benz, right? And in all over the world, any housing and urban development or housing development, you're supposed to build houses and cater for the lower or the middle to the lower income bracket people, right? You build an apartment for 1 million and something. Who could afford that? Something needs to be done. All the best. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller. Now, viewers, stay locked on. Remember, we're talking housing tonight. We're talking thousands of houses being built for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago at a low income. And yet, I want to ask those in authority, what do you mean by low income? What do you mean by that? Because 75% of the people in Trinidad and Tobago are low income and we're suffering for house. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I am Saieed Ali, and this is Real Talk.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropical City. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Now, viewers, tell your friends and your family to call in and let the public know how long you have been waiting for a house from HDC. Let us know if you are qualified or you did not meet the qualification. Because I will tell you something, when you go in the bank, in 90 days time, you're getting a qualified loan to purchase a home. I'm into real estate. Ask me, I could tell you. So if the bank's giving you qualifications and approval in 90 days in time, how come HDC taking 16 and 15 and 14 years? Huh? Somebody needs to light it up. Only on Real Talk. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
Said, everybody blaming the government that they're not getting HDC homes and how long they have to wait and the qualification. But there was a public campaign enlightening people how to acquire homes and how to get it in short period of time. And all they need was to do is to go into a hotel room with a very high member of the judiciary and fill out your forms. And that was a public campaign nationwide. And I can see why people complaining. If they don't want to go and acquire the homes, how they're supposed to go and get, fill out the forms in the hotel room, take the pictures with high members of the judiciary, and that was the implication. So who quarreling that they ain't getting house and they're waiting for 20 years and things? Probably they need to try that method.
I hear you,
Good
caller.
night and enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you. Parents from the Rosilak Hindu School protested on Tuesday due to an ongoing sewer problem at the school. Reports indicate that the sewer problem has been an ongoing issue which started only 1 week after the new school term had begun. Some parents told Real Talk Media that they had to keep their children at home because of the sewer was overflowing. Students of the Rosilak Hindu School have been kept at home since last Wednesday, 11 September 2019. Some officials from the Ministry of Education visited the Rosilak Hindu School on Saturday, September 14, and they had the cesspit cleaned. However, that did not rectify the issue. It is alleged that the said official, listen this carefully, viewers, it is alleged that the said official from the ministry told the principal that the ministry does not have funds to fix the ongoing sewer issue at the school. Real Talk contacted the councillor of the area, Mrs. Chandra Ramdari Singh, who indicated that they felt abandoned by the PNM administration, and she wondered if the education minister knows what is happening at this school. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saheed.
Go right ahead.
What I would like to add is all these Venezuelans that came to Trinidad, when they came here, they didn't know where they were going to live. They knew they were the country where they were coming in. What I would like to add is that if people who don't have houses, to rent these people apartments, rooms, that 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 of them sleeping in one room, 10 mattresses in a room. How it is that these people are worried and allow these people to come here to flood our country and don't have houses for us who live in here and welcoming more people to flood up this place where they are going to live.
Thank you, my friend. And I have been asking time and time again, where are the mass deportation of illegal immigrants that are in Trinidad and Tobago? And we all know in Trinidad and Tobago who are illegal immigrants. But yet, we are seeing no mass deportation. Who do you blame, Saeed? No, I am raising the issue to you so you would understand what is taking place in your country. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Saeed, good night, my brother.
Good night to you,
I
sir.
am calling from Faizabad.
Okay.
They have a building built down by where the old high-low grocery was for about more than 10 going on 12, 15 years. Unoccupied. And nobody knows what goes. They only cut in the grass and the building going from one state to the next state. I wanted to highlight this, so one of these days you can come into Faizabad and with the old high-low and check that building. Thank you.
Leave your contact number with my operator. I hope you heard that. The PTA president of the Sanwa Boys and Girls Government School contacted Real Talk Studios today on Tuesday to share his displeasure with the Ministry of Education, Anthony Garcia, about the completion of the said school. When speaking with the PTA president, Mr. Joel Scott, he indicated that he does not know what else to do, as he has done everything possible to get the school completed. Mr. Scott noted that he has called the Minister of Education 42 times on Tuesday. However, Mr. Garcia allegedly told him that he was in a cabinet meeting. Come back to me, guys. I'm going to pause there for a second. Every time anybody try to get this individual, he's always in a meeting. Or he always going to a meeting. I wonder if your portfolio name meeting. Because one time, when I newly started Real Talk, me and this individual had a fallout. Because he is the Minister of Education, I approached him with a situation concerning a girl attending a school in Belmont. And I will tell you why we fall out. A parent came to me with a child. Some silent bad boys was going to the school, and an incident took place in the school. And these bad boys and them carry across cutlass into the school. And police found it in the school compound. And the girl had to stop going to school for a whole term. And her mother applied for a transfer and could not get it. When I asked the Minister of Education on phone, will you kindly intervene in the matter, sir? His reply to me was, I cannot do anything about it. You cannot do anything about it. Your portfolio is education. How hard would it be to take up your phone and call the SSG that belongs to that area and move the girl from one school to another? And that is where me and this individual had a hard time. If you are the Commissioner of Police, or you are the Minister of National Security, or you are the Minister of Housing, I expect you to act on your portfolio. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that they can't find money to finish all these sorts of things that they're doing, right? They can't find money, but they can find money to finish out to make sure that Harare gets rent every month. Yeah, to make sure they get money to get rent every month, but they can't find money to do nothing for the school to finish with children.
Thank you, my friend. The PTA president of the Summer Boys and Girls Government School told Real Talk that he intends to stage a protest sometime soon. Real Talk understand that the children of the Sawa Boys and Girls Government School are currently being shuttled from Sawa to Tunapuna every morning and back when school is over.
We have seen numerous protests. I just called the minister 42 times before he answered. He told me in a cabinet meeting that he will call me back when he finished. I had done numerous protests. I have played myself onto the gate of the school, and right now I'm thinking about having a next protest, as soon as possible. It was supposed to start today, but because of the inclement weather, I decided, well, we cannot do it.
So viewers, you tell me, if I don't bring issues like this to you, the people, how would you understand what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago? How would you understand how the present party is functioning? From what they are doing, from what they are not doing. If I don't bring it to you, how would you know? How would you know the cry or the plea of an individual in Trinidad if I don't air it? But I'm going to tell you something. Nobody ain't muzzling this mouth, you know. You're going to have a very, very hard time. Your vehicle might turn over on the highway coming to meet me. Call her good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
I've been waiting 29 years for HDC house. I'm still waiting. 2 interviews, allocation. I'm still waiting.
But did you qualify?
Yes, I was, and I have qualified for the loan. I'm still waiting.
Wow. So TTMF approved your loan?
Yes.
And you're still waiting for a house?
Yes, last interview was 2014.
Wow. Thank you, my dear. You see, viewers, I'm bringing it to you, the people, so you would understand what is taking place. The issue of the Sedition Act came up today before Justice Frank C. Prasad at the Port of Spain Magistrate Court, who confirmed that the trial date for the sedition matter with the Satan Dharma Mahasabha leader Satnarayan Maharaj is set for December 9th, 2019. Call her good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Saeed?
Yes?
How it is the houses and the schools can be competed, right? Because contractors upon contractors who cannot finish them is the people who they give the new projects to. Right? If they can't build a normal back road, how they could build a highway?
Thank you, my friend. I understand what you're saying. It's sad, you know, boy. It's sad, you know. But somebody needs to raise it. And this is why I am here. In response to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, the United Kingdom British High Commissioner Tim Stew noted, the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, brought a BBC document on Venezuelan migrants to his attention. British High Commissioner Tim Stew noted that the United Kingdom commitment to freedom of expression means that the UK media including BBC, are independent of the UK government. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley via Facebook questioned the independence of the BBC, noting that the BBC gets billions of pounds from the UK government to carry on the government business. Dr. Rowley then noted that the response in which he got from the British is not the response the government wants. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley noted that Mr. Tim must state whether the BBC presented Trinidad Venezuelan situation in a truthful and professional manner. Now, viewers, listen to this. There were thousands of Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago. I brought raw video footage for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and outside Trinidad and Tobago, to view. Now, according to the government, a little over 16,000 was registered. Where are the rest of the individuals that were not registered? And how many thousands were not registered? Because on a daily basis, I brought raw footage for you, the citizen, to view. So, can Immigration Department give an actual figure of how many individuals from Venezuela came into Trinidad? We're talking about boats, day and night.
We had a tally.
Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed Ali.
Go right ahead.
But I applied for NHA house 4 years now. Because I smell like a UNC, I smell like an Indian. I can't get it. I'm still waiting. They take it and put it in the garbage.
You there?
We had a tally.
Viewers, I am going to play an audio of a counselor in Trinidad and Tobago. Guys, you ready?
We had a tally of almost 800, close to between 800 to 1,000 Venezuelans per week rotating through that port. I would expect that that figure, the Venezuelans that we have in Trinidad, as I would have, based on the figures that comes from the authorities, is in Trinidad at present close to above 100,000.
Now, viewers, that was the counselor for Cedrus. And he was on a live interview with us when the immigrants from Venezuela were registered in Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to see how far our Prime Minister intends to take this. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
When people talking about getting an HDC home and waiting years and all kind of things, I can tell you what happened to me and two of my colleagues.
Go right ahead.
We were daily paid in county. And they applied for land under the this thing with Humphrey and them, the thing now. And they waited. They said, you know what? Let me go and buy a piece of land for ourselves. We went and we looked in the papers. We paid down on a piece of land, and it takes 7 years for us to pay. Now, when we done work in county 10, 11 o'clock, we go and work for people. We have no land. We go and work in the garden for people. 7 years to pay off for the land, and 10 years it takes me to build a house. But I have a house. I ain't sitting and waiting. I just telling you about a daily paid worker. What about those people working Petrotrin?
Exactly.
Yeah, and PSA workers and things. But you telling me you get this kind of big salary and you're still talking about looking for how HDC house and mortgage and all kind of stupidness. With that kind of high pay, I was working daily paid. And I think about buying a piece of land and build a house for myself. So I sacrificed myself for 17 years, but I have a piece of land and a home today. So people have to think for themselves. Look at that land outside here, be on the papers, buy a piece of land. All they're looking for big money and forget HDC and say about all the family. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Constructive thinker. Constructive thinker. But you know, you see, sometimes it have people who will take, you know what, instead of buying a house, instead of buying land and building a house, they will buy house and land one time. So you have a good job here now, you have a qualified income, but yet you're waiting 15 years now to get a qualified answer. That is how I must say it, a qualified answer. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
What about the Barrackport East Secondary School?
Okay. Go right ahead. Highlight your matter. Hello? Guess we lost that. Thousands of homes are being built. Every administration come and go. And yet the people suffer for homes. In Trinidad, why should that be? We're talking about low income home ownership. What is low income to the government? What figure do you class as low income? Caller, good night.
Shahiri caller put us call and mention that he will handle his own. That's for him. But what about who don't have land? You have to buy land and then get money to build material to build house.
Yes.
If you don't have land, you can't build house.
True.
You must have land to build house. So if he was heritage land from whoever and he bought his land, so be it. But it has to time buy land and build house.
Yes. Thank you, my dear. Why do we have to go through this thing? Why? Why didn't the government go to the banks in Trinidad and Tobago and say, here what? We have the homes, this is the costing of the home, and this is the a review of the low-income homeowners. So as long as they come with this amount, they can qualify for X, Y, and Z. And in 90 days, I'm definitely sure the banks in Trinidad and Tobago will grant you a loan. I have a friend, listen to this carefully. I have a friend. She got a loan from TTMF. She bought a house. And she's saying to me, "Side, the house still belongs to HDC." So I said, "So you paying for the house and it still belongs to HDC?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." I stood right down in shock. You take a loan from TTMF to purchase the house. The house no longer belongs to HCC, it belongs to TTMF. Because if you don't pay your loan, TTMF will take it, not HDC. Viewers, we are almost out of time for tonight, but I thank you for making us the #1 in the, I should say, the Caribbean. We have our last call? Viewers, a rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on Synergy from 10 to 11. We will be back tomorrow night with a full cast of events that happen in Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, be safe, enjoy your night, and I look forward to hearing from you tomorrow night. Do have a pleasant night.